So we need to head down. Elevator will do that for us. Did you see a pocket sec? I did. Drone settings. And there's a password. But I'm going this way, so maybe I don't need that. No, if I get down to the morgue, that would be interesting. See what the fix is up to down there. Right, so that lets us down into where exactly? Back into where we were. Okay. There's the fixer.
Yes, sir, Mr. Stenger. Whatever you say. Mr. Walters, you found me, hiding in my hole. Of course, not much of a surprise. I'm where they told me to be.
I'm not sure what you're talking about. Starting to think I need to get used to that.
When last we spoke, the PA called me by name.
Yeah, I heard
the
that.
Infirmary, they said.
A lot's happened since then.
The Rising, yes. Mr. Flossie didn't fabricate feelings out of nothing, though he does have a way of fashioning frustrations and coordinating courage. He can be very comprehensible.
Yeah. Seems like a born leader.
He orchestrates others. You and I, we know this already because we tampered precisely like he asked, which makes us part of it.
That tampered biocell I delivered for Flossie. What was it exactly?
Source of energy, more makeshift than what they ever took from us. Made with 7 strains of Teddy's love. Could give a man access again to what he was, without which Mr. Flossie says, we are nothing.
And me handing it over to Red Shoes. That had something to do with the riot starting?
Yeah, gave him his orcs back.
Yes. Gave him the ability to cloak through all their measures, to liberate the violence that was locked away, and flood both blocks with power, and we're all just swimming in it now.
Yeah, we're all drowning. What about that suppression chip all the inmates have installed? Isn't that supposed to keep something like this from happening?
The chokes, yes. When we exert energy, and it will mitigate. Will hurt like all hell any man who tries to use his Augs to the full extent that any tampering could allow. Unless, of course, he got my fix.
Your fix? The drug you've been handing out. It was designed with the riot in mind?
Yes, Mr. Flossie wanted them to be ready.
So, a prison full of
So he's working for Stenger, but also for Flossie.
Unmitigated access to their Augs. At no point did that seem like a bad idea to you?
At no point did Mr. Flossie ask me to formulate an opinion.
Okay, so formulate one now.
I think it's exciting.
Yeah. War is not to be trusted.
I can imagine Flossie being persuasive enough to incite something like this. The part I don't get is why.
Freedom?
A man's motives mean nothing to me. I don't think to ask.
Best planned uprising in the world, it's still suicide. It's not gonna help anyone get off this rock.
Certainly not, no. Most men have given up hope of leaving, and even with my special biocells, they can't sustain. Meaning, any inmates who use them are bound to burn out long before the law.
So it is suicide.
That's not the word Mr. Flossie used.
But yeah, that's what he meant though.
So now what, you sit tight and hide while all hell breaks loose outside?
I fix for kicks. Make myself available. Whenever someone needs, I'm here to help.
What kind of help are you offering?
Well, let's see. A man like yourself, man of the world, I do have one last pill. Lint-laced, but still good. Good at making a man feel like himself. Interested?
No.
I've been feeling the effects of that pill of yours. It hasn't all been positive.
The vision thing. It's when the eyes burn behind. Not everyone likes it.
How long are these side effects gonna last?
Oh, that's a very good question.
Great. You got an answer?
I'm afraid not, no.
Alright then. Well, keep your pill.
I'm not gonna push my luck. One pill is more than enough for
We
me.
can deal with the choke.
Smart, 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 smart. Intelligent. You know what they say. 1114. Everyone. Linty.
How many of those pills
Linty
have you
fresh.
taken?
A lot. Mr. Flossie told me to test and get it right.
Is that why
I
he's
took a lot.
messed up?
My kinds of quantities are not recommended.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna stick with the one.
What you got, Teddy?
All right, Teddy. Let's see what you got.
Ah, a vendor. I wasn't expecting a vendor in here. Pistol ammo will keep. Now, what you got to buy, my friend? Silencer, consumables, crafting parts, ammo. I mean, you don't really need anything. Infirmary keycard, we'll have that.
Smart. Smart. One a day keeps the choke away.
No, that's just a general doctor's computer. Nothing terribly useful in the computer. But now that we've spoken to the fixer again, we can go out this door, because this appears to be the correct way. Now, we don't have enough praxis to get the EMP protection. It feels like EMP protection might be a useful thing to have, though, for in general. I feel like the boss fight, if there is one for this DLC, would be about throwing EMPs around. Because they're all anti-org types. But for this immediate bit, is it going to be a case of being able to just drop those and stand on them, or is that still going to be death because it goes all the way across? Yeah, that's still death. But we can just run through it, which works. Maybe I should have bought some hyperstims and whatnot from the dock. Bit late now. Or is it? I suppose I could run back through. What do I lose by doing that? I'll regen the health, won't I? And before I forget, I should probably use some of my crafting parts. Just because I've got them. 160. Although, do I want multi-tools? Maybe I'll save them. Yeah, I'll save them. Right, back we go again.
What a fucking tragedy.
Was that you?
No,
Our inmates on the move! Holding!
no one's here. I mean, you've literally just seen me, but still, no one is here. Actually, how have I got away with that? How does that work? That is madness. Are we going to get away with it again?
We're taking casualties!
I think we're going to get away with it again. No. Oops. There's someone else, but they're up there. There's someone else on this floor, but they're just strolling
Can't be
about.
sure.
Yeah, you can't be sure. I mean, yeah, you've seen them.
This'll make us hot water!
Right, no it won't. Ah, I'm dead.
One more down.
Right, there were more people out here than I thought. which is unfortunate. There's a couple over here.
Fuck is Stinger. Did he abandon?
Right, so those lads say that Stenger was going downstairs to take care of business. But we didn't see him down there. It feels like killing off Wertmuller would be something that he would do. But still, are you going to get sus about that long enough to come around the corner? No.
Checked it. Let's head back. What was that?
Okay, now they're both sus. But only one's come around the corner, that's perfect. So you can go somewhere out of sight, I guess. You should probably just do that again. Get the other guy in. Yep, didn't even make a sound, that guy. Pleasure to work with him. Absolute professional. Right, so this is Lauren's office. Nothing terribly relevant going on the compute there. But we've now gained access to this way. Oh, piss off, that didn't spot me.
Possible activity. Stay low.
Yep, stay low. Right, you didn't see anything. Probably need a biocell to get up to speed before they come around the corner. Oh, there's two of them. Shit. Yeah, you've definitely seen something there, I feel, but... Okay. Right, we've got a big old pile of bots now. That camera see me round the corner. That's a bit sus. But yeah, all seems to be well. Would be nice to take out the cameras, but... I'll just get in trouble if I do that. Ah, that was mines, wasn't it? Oopsie! I wonder what Delara's making of this story. Adam's just like, and then I died. And she's like, no you didn't. He's like, okay. And then 5 minutes later he's like, no, I fucked up and died again. Right, let's try that again. So we need management.
I used to work in a factory. This isn't my first time around heavy equipment.
You sure you can handle that thing?
It's hard to make a fast getaway, but it's fun as fuck.
Just don't shoot my ass by mistake, okay?
Relax.
Cool. So prisoners have now started to get access to heavy gear. That's kind of cool. Who have we got in here? Bunch of dead civvies. Looks like some sort of prayer circle. Yeah, it's proper massacre going on around here.
Yeah, I'm here. What? Just talk to whoever you need to make it happen and call me back. I'm done with waiting. Hey, New Shine. Ain't this a surprise?
Sup, F-Dog?
Looks like you're celebrating.
Sure am. And I deserve it. You think anyone else could have pulled this off? Got the brothers to come together, take this place for our own.
So the king emerges. Couldn't have been easy.
Nothing worth it ever is. Would have been harder if you hadn't made that delivery to Red Shoes. I owe you one, New Shine.
I don't like being used.
Oh, come on. You got what you wanted, so did I.
Yeah.
Everything worked out just fine.
Just fine.
Maybe some grudges got settled along the way, so what? Change is always painful. Or do you have a problem with the way I do things?
I don't know. You have got a sweet hat.
You had to make a show of force, I get that. Sometimes it's the only way to get people to pay attention.
Yeah, that's right. It was the only way. Life is ups and downs, brother. Ups and downs. And I plan on staying up this time. So you need something? I'll help if I can.
I need access to the transport's tracking system. It's here in the warden's office.
Go right ahead and do whatever you need, brother. I'm just waiting on my interview.
Interview. So you got a manifesto to deliver via Picus or whatever? Yeah, we've got a code.
Asshole who owes me credit.
2027. Very well. Now, cameras off is wise. Doors open is wise.
Hello?
And yeah, password 2027. Year of the incident.
Come on, I ain't
Glad I
got all
haven't
day.
crossed Stanger yet.
Ballistic trauma
How long is this gonna take?
for Wilberg.
I don't believe this.
Okay, that doesn't really help. But this door is now open. That's what we wanted, yeah.
But I'd still rather be getting out of here.
Someone talk to me, damn it.
Praxis, very good. And a terminal. 2027 again. Disengage the tracking system.
These hog fuckos are tearing my prison apart. You think I got time for this?
Yes, but no. Mr. Mejia said that I should.
Mejia said. God damn it, Ward. I told you to stay out of the hole.
Yes, you did. It's Mr. Mejia. He.
What are you telling me?
The COs are
Mejia's
the
here? Get in there. Go.
Hello?
What's in trouble?
So,
Right.
when you saw Stenger and Worthmuller arguing on the security monitor, it sounded like Guerrero might be there. But didn't he say he was going to the tower to reroute the flight path? Why would he go to the infirmary?
I had the same question, Doctor. Guerrero was obviously hiding something, but I needed to take a trip to the infirmary if I wanted to know what it was.
Sounds like a CEO just got theirs. Can't wait to get my hands on one of them.
Right, so which way is the way back to the infirmary?
Someone talk to me, damn it.
This way leads out towards the thing, yeah? Oh, where's Flossie off? He's got places to be, it seems. We came up a flight of stairs, didn't we? Was it over here? Yeah, it was. Now, we can definitely get back to the infirmary via admin. Now, I wonder if there's anything worthwhile in that middle room, such as the off switch for all this electrical bollocks. Might not be needed right now, but heck it. Yeah, it's in there. A little slow getting to it. If I just waited a little longer for my health to regen, that would have helped. There we go. The electric is off and we are safe. Is there any other purpose in this room? Doesn't look like it. Very well. But we need to get back to the infirmary. Using top stealth.
This is the Arizona State Riot Response Team. Be warned that we are approved for use of live ammunition if
Stenger.
necessary.
The head of the snake. So we can have a look around his office now. And what's this new pocket secretary we've got? The list. Right, so it's between Agent Guerrero. So, yeah, Mejia to Stenger, this week's list. So Mahia's been working with Stenger to arrange who gets put on the list. Don't touch Flossie or Wilberg. And then Stenger's replied, we aren't going after Flossie. To which Guerrero's replied to confirm that he is in fact in charge. Who we take is his call. How we do it is Stenger's call. So yeah, Mahia's a bad dude at this point. He is fully in Junkyard.
So now Stenger had been murdered. Did you think Guerrero was responsible?
When I saw Stenger arguing with Worthmuller on the security feed, he implied that Guerrero might have been there. If that was true, it meant either one of them could have done it. What was sure was that Guerrero had been lying to me. The orders I'd found on Stenger's body clearly showed he was pulling the strings for the harvesting operation all along.
So there's Wilbur's corpse. So maybe he had valuable orgs after all. But he was on the do not touch list. Someone hacked the turret to take him out anyway. Was Flossie in on all this as well? Which is why he was on various do not touch lists. Right, let's set the map for the point of interest, which is Stenger's office. That would be back up in admin, I guess. Not sure where Wertmuller would have gone right now. I guess he is with Oscar. So we need to head back upstairs again. We want to get to management. We didn't come this way at any point, did we? Alright, she's having fun. Okay. That wasn't exactly the toppest of stealth. But maybe that's fine.
He disappeared.
I didn't disappear, I ran away. It's a very simple concept. No.
Can't be sure. I think I saw something.
Nah, you didn't.
There's nothing here.
Not a thing.
Come on, we're not done.
Nothing here. Right, so we've got another key card, which we probably don't need. More officers. Again, we pretty much don't need. I got some booze. Could go back to that very first part of the mission and give that dude some tasty beverage. Right, so we can't actually get any higher upstairs over here. Very well. Now that turret's immediately onto us again. So if we can go around that way, we're going to get spotted by these pretty quick. Yeah.
Trace program initiated.
Yeah, get that one. We've got over a minute to capture this, so we should be just fine. Sounds like there's guards roaming around out there, but we can live with that, perhaps.
Access granted.
Lovely. Cameras off. Yeah, I'm thinking it's pretty late, but we've got like 4 praxis to spend. Let's get turret domination, shall we? It really can't hurt to shut down all those turrets. Now, there just appears to be nowhere up this flight of stairs where we can actually get to a higher floor. So I guess we're going back down. to where this other guard was. What happens if we go further down here? We've got turrets, we've got laser grids, we've got all sorts of fun. I mean, this is why we've got a cloaking device though, isn't it? Whee! Come on. We're in. And we go to the security offices. Is that high enough?